So here we have the Nike Air Huarache OG Hyper Grape Purple Punch, and these were originally released in 1991. And basically, when I purchased these, I was doing a bit of research online just because I was looking at getting the 4 OG colorways, which is the screen green, the emerald resin, and then this particular pair, and there's also another pair I believe as well. And then basically I found these particular sneakers. It said the Hyper Grape, and these ones look closest to the originals from I guess there was a video on YouTube, I can't remember the person's name, but they did like a comparison, and then it had this sort of tongue label which was the same as the 1999 one version, but there's 2 different versions of this particular sneaker. This one's called the Hyper Grape, and there's also the Purple Punch, which was a women's release. So I didn't realise at the time, but they're both released within the same sort of year, and they look very similar in terms of colourway, if not identical. So I'm a bit kind of confused about that, but I'm still going with these being the OG versions, even though it doesn't say that on the box. And these were made as a running shoe back in the day, and they were influenced from South America in terms of the sandals that they wear, and also water sports clothing. So the neoprene is inspired by the water sport clothing, and it's sort of more of a versatile, sort of waterproof but also breathable material, and quite sort of robust in terms of its reliability. And I believe these were designed by Tinker Hatfield as well. So with the details, it comes in a Hyper Grape black and white colourway, and these have an EVA midsole, which I think is Phylon, and it also has an airbag unit in the heel as far as I know. And it's also made up of mesh and synthetic upper materials, so there's nothing sort of special going on here. The leather on this one feels quite nice actually, quite sort of soft to the touch, but I'm not banking on it being like ultra high quality, because usually with these runners it seems to be more I suppose focused on lightweight. And the price for these is £115. So with the comfort and sizing, this is on the soft to medium side in my opinion. Huaraches feel very much similar to, I guess, a Presto, so for such an old sneaker it does feel very sort of soft on foot. And I would potentially go up at least half a size with these, if not a full size. I've tried half a size up and it's fine, but my toe comes to about there really with socks on. So with this one it kind of comes to about there. So it just depends on your foot shape and how you feel about it. But I would recommend for everyone to at least go up half size, if not a full size, depending on how wide your foot is. And no wear and time with these. Are pretty good to get out of the box because of the neoprene-like structure. And they also have good grip, so it's very much similar to any other waffle pattern from Nike, and classic for that era. So it's not going to be amazing nowadays, but for walking around as lifestyle, it's fine. So with the look and style, this one's got the dark colours compared to the other 3 colorways, OG colorways, and they all kind of work in their own respect. And it's a good one for sort of spring, summertime in my opinion. It's one of those pieces of footwear that's easy to wear, and a lot of breathability, quite sort of soft on foot. And again, like I said, because it's got that sort of sporty vibe, it's a good sort of casual sneaker. And it comes with the white laces, but you can also put in sort of grey or even a sail pair really. I think it would go well with this particular sneaker. So with the final thoughts, I do like the classic OG colours. It's one of those ones where if you're a fan of the Huarache and the original releases, then you'll probably be after these. And also just they're comfortable. For even till this day, you can sort of feel after the sort of 35 odd years, they still feel very nice on foot. And at the end of the day, it's like an iconic piece of design and footwear. So you can, from Tinker Hatfield, it's just a classic. There's no sort of two ways about it. Especially if you're a fan and grew up in this particular era. So with the cons, I think they're difficult to put on. So they're obviously being sort of neoprene sock liner. It's supposed to have given you that sort of fit, but that kind of one-to-one fit. But that does take a little bit of time to sort of pull on. And they do run small, so just be wary of that. So with the look and style, for me personally, I just love the way these look, and they're always going to get a 5 out of 5 from me. And same with the comfort as well. I actually think they're one of the most comfortable sneakers. Obviously they're more on the softer side, but if you're after something which is nice and soft but also has that retro look, then you can't go wrong with a pair of these. And I also think for the price that you pay, the quality is really good. And in my eyes, it's the only sneaker that's priced well as well. So for like £115 at the time, I think nowadays if they're sort of retailing, they'll probably be more around the 120, 125. But I think for what you get, it's a very cool sneaker. And that's why overall, any of the OG colorways I'd be giving a 5 out of 5. It's just one of those pieces of footwear that is a classic and timeless, and even till this day, it's still up there with in terms of comfort, pricing, and just the overall looks.